Okay, so I was talking to one of the youth today. We was sitting down and eating at Portillo's, and when she got out the car and we was walking inside the restaurant, I noticed that she had these box braids. They wasn't the fat ones. They was kind of thin, but in the middle range. But they was way past the back of her kneecaps and almost to the back of her foot. And so I asked her, I said, let me ask you a question. I say, why do you have these long braids in your head? Um, they look like booty wipers. I mean, just being serious, right? And how do you sleep that them things don't wrap around your neck and choke the hell out of you? And so her grandmother says, I didn't ask her the same question. And so she looks at me. I said, you don't know how to be an individual, be your own person without following all the trends, because every trend is not meant to be followed by everybody. So she says to me, she said, I got the braids because I say, oh, you're 18, huh? She said, yes. She said, because if I was not 18, then my mom and my grandmother would have told me no. My point to this is, stop being like everybody else. Stop trying to fit in the mold of something that don't belong for you to fit in. Be an individual. Think for yourself, do for yourself, and stand out for yourself. Why do people feel like they have to fit in with everybody and do everything that everybody else do? You can't have individuality of your own. You can't be unique. You always got to be a follower, and you don't know how to be a leader. So you start doing the things that everybody else do, because what everybody else do is not becoming to you. Simple as that. So why would you do that? You can't think for yourself. You can't, be different. It's too hard for you to be different. It's too hard for you to be an individual. But you got to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like nobody else. I want to be the best version of myself that I can be for me. It's not about being anybody else. It's about being uniquely me. I want to stand out from amongst the crowd. I don't want to blend in, and I don't want to fit in, because I don't have to. I'm an individual. God has given me skills and gifts specifically for me, like he's giving you skills and gifts specifically for you. But we don't see it that way. And we like to fit in everybody else's box or everybody else's circle, and it's not your box or your circle to fit in. Don't be like everybody else. You don't have to dress like everybody else. You can have some similarities, but you don't have to be identical to the next person. You don't have to walk like them. You don't have to talk like them. You don't have to do none of that. Be an individual. And you need to teach your kids that. Be an individual. Stand out from the crowd. Stand out from the crowd. If you want somebody to notice you, don't fall in line with everybody else's stuff, right? There are times and places where you have to line up and stand in things accordingly. But as you live your life, you are not the same as anybody else. Your features are not the same. Your body makeup is not the same. The way you see things is not the same. The way you digest mentally is not the same. The way you dress is not the same. The way you walk is not the same. The way you talk is not the same. Hell, we don't even write the same. You understand what I'm saying? So why do we feel like it's important to be like somebody else? And every trend is not becoming to everybody. Just like that trend with them pants hanging up under your butt, that burns my blood. And do you understand the real meaning of that? Because if you really understood a lot of stuff, we would not do, and we understand where it derived from. You would quickly change your mind. But then I guess you wouldn't, because you like being like everybody else. You like doing what everybody else do, and you don't feel like that you need to stand out or being seen or be important. So you fit in. You get in where you fit in, and you become what everybody else is. So nobody know that you're different, because you don't see yourself being different. You don't see as yourself being deserving to stand out, leaving an impact on life, leaving your footprints on life. So I guess, I just answered the question. I guess you don't know how to do that. So I guess you'll be living your life like everybody else, walking in everybody else's shadows, and yours will go headed. I guess that's what it's going to be then, huh? Okay, well, I guess we solved that problem.